Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you.
Hello and welcome to Drugs in Society. This is the fall edition of the course, and I hope you are doing well with this new school year. Um, and I hope that we are all off to a great start. This lecture is basically syllabus day, so if we were in class, I'd probably be passing out syllabi. But it's basically just a chance for me to go over the course with you all, let you know what this is about, and kind of set the tone. So, um, this is the login page. When you hit our class, I'll switch over to student view so you can see. It's a 16-week course designed to help you better understand why some people use drugs. And it also calls on us to ask why some drugs are illegal and others legal. Every one of us uses a drug, whether it be Tylenol or, maybe like an antacid. Um, but why are those drugs legal and others not? Um, why is marijuana suddenly legal, right? These are the kinds of questions we ask in this class, and we largely use a historical lens by which to understand why some drugs became legal, others not. We also look at some of the social forces that drive our legislation, and overall, we take a kind of value free stance on drugs overall. But before I get too ahead of myself, let me kind of show you around here. So we've got the syllabus, course overview, and the modules. I'm going to go into course overview just because I want to show you some things. So this will have my contact info and where my office is, though I don't know that that's going to be the location. So if you go looking for me, maybe pop me an email because they're doing some construction, and I don't know if it'll be done by the time the semester starts. I'm recording this ahead of the semester. Um, all of this info is located in the syllabus. One of the main things I'm sure you're interested in is a grading scale. So it's 90, 80, 70, 60. And yeah, let me just go back and I'm sorry. Oops. I'm going to modules. I want to show you some stuff in here. So I have your course overview link, but also there's a link here to IT. So sometimes you're going to run into problems that I can't fix, and a lot of times those are going to be tech problems. You can call that number there. You can email them. You can live chat with them. This IT department at Mizzou's one of the really great things about this place. They're really genuinely helpful, and they deserve a lot more credit than what they get. Um, all right. You're also going to see there's a final project information tab right under modules at the top. And I'm not going to go into this right now, but this is going to be important info for your final projects. And I've got some examples up here so you can see. Um, but what I really want to show you is the syllabus because that's where all the information you need to do well in this course is. At present, I don't have contact info for our TA. If they assign a TA to our class, they will you'll be able to contact them. And if they do, be sure to contact the TA first, and for any questions, especially with regards to assignments, because they're going to handle that. Otherwise, it's me, and you're more than welcome to message me whenever. Um, This class does not have prerequisites, but I expect that you are all seniors getting ready to graduate and thus should know a few things like how to use the library database, how to write a research paper, um, how to basically be a student at your level. So if you're taking this early and maybe you're a freshman or sophomore, you might want to put this course off and take something else. Because there are some things you need to know how to do. And there's some things that said, there's some things juniors and seniors don't know by the time they get to me. And this course kind of helps smooth that out. Like you should be able to know how to cite sources um, and build an argument, that kind of stuff. Um, the format 16-week online course. You're going to have discussion questions. These are more assignments than they are anything else. You will do these on Monday by midnight and respond to two others each week by Wednesday at 11:59. You'll also have a multiple choice quiz due each week by Friday at midnight. Um, the lectures are recorded and they're up. You can watch them whenever. I've chosen YouTube just to get around some of the issues that might come if we use Panopto or some other piece of tech. You have two required texts. So the first is Buzz the Straight Facts about the most used and abused drugs from alcohol to ecstasy. You can use any edition of this. Just follow along as close you can in the syllabus. Not much has changed. Sometimes chapters get moved around, but it should be fairly obvious what chapter we are on. If what I'm talking about doesn't line up very well, then you're probably in the wrong chapter. The second text is an ethnography called Dorm Room Dealers. So this is a ethnography, which means you go live with the people that you're studying on a group of affluent college kids at a private university. It's probably University of Southern California, but I don't know for certain. And they chose to deal drugs even though they didn't really need to. And so this book touches on a lot of interesting things about, especially about positionality, like why some people choose to do drugs or deal drugs in this case, and why someone with access to anything and everything might still choose that path, and how that path looks differently depending on where your start point is. So I don't want to ruin the surprise. So I'm kind of being vague. As far as course policies, no late work. Can't stress it enough. Happens every semester. I give you I drop your lowest assignment. So that means if you forget to do one, it's automatically dropped. And that's just to give you some leniency in case something shows up. But outside of that, there's not really much I can do. It's not really fair to the other students for you to ask me for extensions or anything like that. I have to hold everyone to the same standard, uh, you know, for equity reasons, right? On email, I will return all email within 48 hours. If you message me on the weekend, it might be the next business day or the following business day. Generally, if you haven't heard back from me after 3 days, that means something is up. Maybe I lost your email. Maybe I thought I responded to it and I didn't, and I actually hit the delete key. It happens. Follow up. I'm pretty laid back. I think some people maybe think that I'm not, but honestly, I am pretty laid back for the most part. Um, I will return your assignments back to you within a week. So please give me a week. Again, I'm waiting to see if they're going to give me a TA or not. That will determine the speed at which I can work. No plagiarism, don't cheat. These are all things that I think you should know. If you're in the discussion forums, attack the ideas, not the person. And this is a self-directed course, so you got to be a self-starter. Now, some of you are going to notice that I have Friday at midnight for the quiz here and Saturday here. That's a typo. Just caught it. Um, Generally speaking, though, I will give you until Friday or Saturday. I would like them all in by Friday. That way, if there's anything I need to do on my end, I have time to do that. If there's a bunch of people who haven't turned their quizzes in, then I can't review them and award points in a timely fashion. So keep that in mind. The main brunt of the course is this creative project. It can take whatever form you choose. I've had people do podcasts. Most people choose to do an infographic um, or a research brief or info in brief, which is basically a mini paper. Um, and Essentially, it shows me that you know what sociology is, you know how to apply it to some topic on drugs and society. The only reason people get marked down for this is because they do not use a sociological perspective, because they do not choose a topic which is related to the course, plagiarism, or some other reason that I can't really think of off the top of my head. But usually it's because they just don't have any sociology sources. So as you are working through things, be sure to keep it sociological, right? Um, yeah. Again, quizzes, assignments, grading scale, and here is the course schedule. So um, I believe that everything is up to date on Canvas and reflects this syllabus. But this syllabus is a contract between me and you, says what I'm going to do, says what you're going to do. And if I've made a mistake somewhere, please point it out to me. I do a lot of checking, but there's always something I miss, and these syllabi always get longer and longer each semester as new stuff comes up. So, other than that, there's not really much I have to go over. Um, Again, work through the modules and just be sure to stay up on stuff. I've kind of laid it out to be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday course for you all, and I have the dates set, or the due dates set to reflect that. Mostly so that you guys get into a rhythm, right? Because it's so easy on these online classes to get kind of discombobulated or lost in the sauce. So be sure that you do that. I need to put due dates in for some items, but even if I don't, you should know, and you are capable of using a planner or a calendar yourself when stuff is due. So this first quiz, even though that I don't have the due date put in yet, it is due by Friday, right? And your discussion post is due your part Monday, and your responses by Wednesday. So again, just because I don't have it in there doesn't mean it's not due. So with that, I think that's really everything I wanted to cover. I hope you enjoy this class this semester. This is one of my favorite classes. Sometimes I even get the opportunity to meet one or two of you throughout the semester. So hopefully we can maybe do that. But otherwise, I try to make this class pretty laid back, but also educational, and allows you to showcase your work, right? So if you're wondering why I'm having you do all this, well, I'm having you do some data collection. I'm having you do some data analysis. I'm having you put together a research poster. These are all things that could, if you wanted them to, be used for some kind of portfolio or as skills that demonstrate your ability, right, to create and do this kind of work. Because you are, many of you, going to do work that's very similar to this, maybe not exactly, but you are going to have at some point in your careers to do a PowerPoint presentation, speak in front of an audience, and do all the things that maybe terrify you now. That's what college is for. It's that test run so you can get good at what you're going to be doing later on in life. With that, I am going to cut it here, and I will see you all next week.